Good morning, everybody. This morning we're going to go over how to set up some templates in the CRM. It's a question I get quite often on how to set up templates, whether it's for a dealership or an individual. There are a few options that allow us to set up some templates, modify some that are in there, and help the team have like a first response or an eighth response for that matter ready to go to customers, and whether it's on new or used or credit or whatever it may be, we can set up some templates. Obviously I'm in the CRM, I'm in a test environment, so you're going to see a gentleman here named Paul Smith. So our buddy Paul, I'm going to use as an example for setting up template. When you go to set up templates, you simply use the email editor that you see everywhere, this little email button, and you bring it up. So this obviously will be familiar to everybody. There's some features on here maybe that not everybody has, but for this example, it will work for what we're doing. So you'll see Paul's name, email address, and so on and so forth. Obviously over here you see a button that says templates. I'm going to make sure I'm in English, and we have some that are in here, default ones, and some test things, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on create a new template. So we're going to bring up this box. So here comes a box, and it says, okay, description. So we're going to call it, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call it Sean Test First Response. Okay, so we can call it obviously whatever you want, and then we're going to go down here. We're going to say, okay, we're going to put in a category. So we have a number of categories. We can create new categories, obviously. So if you wanted to have it for new or used or credit or anything like that, then we can go ahead and do it. So right for this one, I'm going to put it in the new vehicles one. And here we have the ability to share the template with others. So for now, I'm going to keep it to myself. And but I could go in here and I could say, okay, I want to share it with different people within the dealership. As a manager, obviously, you'd want to set it up and share it with your team. As a dealer group, you'd want to go ahead and share it with individuals as well. But for now, for this example, I'm just going to keep it, and then I can say, hey, we want to use this template for various things like leads from Kijiji or anything like the like. Just going to keep it simple again, and then you can do it for specific models as well. But I'm not going to get too far into that. So we have a header at the top and a footer at the bottom. I can turn them on and off, obviously. We're just going to leave them on for this one. I'll just show you how it looks. And when I click save, it's going to load up a default template. Have you found your vehicle? So it says some pretty standard stuff. Have you found your vehicle yet? Yes. Congratulations. But we're going to go ahead, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of take this and I'm going to kind of clean it up. We'll take it out, right? We're going to just have dear visitor and best regards. So first thing I want to do is, obviously I want to say thanks for contacting us at the blank dealership. We are the best in the entire world. Okay, right? Our schedule allows us to book appointment times in the morning or afternoons, and obviously select weekends. What works best for you? Okay, I'm just making up as I go along, but yeah. So you want to put something in there to try and book an appointment. So that's the objective. But let's say that we see that it says dear visitor, and we want to personalize it. We don't want it to say dear visitor. We want it to say something else. We have the lead. We have the information from the lead, so we can go in here. We can say, okay. Within templates, we have a number of variables. Now, variables use information that was provided to us from the lead. So obviously, pretty straightforward. We have first names, last names, vehicles, sales reps, so on and so forth. So for this example, again, just keeping it simple, we're going to go ahead and put in first name. So I'm going to put a comma after it. So where you see Dear Paul, it's pulling in the information from the lead itself. So obviously, you'll see it in green. meaning that it's pulling it from the information, so it's using it as a variable. So that means that you'll see it in green, but when it actually goes to the recipient, it's not in green, so don't worry about that. We can also say, okay, and here we can say, we do have your, I'm going to put the vehicle in stock. So here I'm going to add a variable of vehicle. So I go template, variables, and I put in the vehicle. Vehicle. So we have your HRV in stock, or CRV in stock. So now it's kind of customized to the message to the lead, so they can see that it's personalized and it has the vehicle in there. And you're asking for an appointment. Again, very simple example. And so let's say I'm happy with it. I want to go ahead and I want to save it. So I'm going to go down here, and obviously I am going to update it. It's going to come up, template content has been saved. So now, when I have a lead that comes in, and they're interested in a new car, and I think, hey, that's a great, I'll use that template I just created. I go templates, vehicles, and I go Sean, test first response. Boom, guess what? It pulls it in. It has Dear Paul, it has the CRV mentioned, and yeah, so it pulls in that information. Obviously, we can set it up for first response, we can set up for a secondary response, we can set up for a number of different responses that go out, or follow-ups we want to do if we don't hear anything back. So just a quick overview of how to set up a template. You can obviously copy and paste from anything you may have handy, or you can write them up yourself. So that being said, it's pretty straightforward. If you have any questions anytime, let me know. We can change the subject as well. So if I want to personalize the subject, obviously I can include thanks for contacting ABC dealer. So obviously, and then I go ahead and I save it again, and I update it, and it's going to save the subject line as well. So thought I'd throw that in there at the end. Sorry. If you have any questions, let me know, and otherwise set up some templates and rock and roll. All right, thanks.